What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a very exciting day, as all the days are that I make a video, because obviously, why would I make a video if I have nothing to do? Today, we're getting tuned. Ooh, look at that guy. Wow, can't believe I almost missed third there. Dude, that blow-off valve sounds so good with the intercooler. Yeah. They have stop sign when they do it. Stop. That makes more sense. Ah, crap. There's no parking everywhere. There's nowhere to park. We got the Grim Speed front mount on. We got the ethanol gauge wired in. We've got the car loaded up. We've got 10 gallons of E85. We're about at a half tank. I gotta go spend another quarter tank of gas before we get to the tuner. So that's gonna be an interesting little adventure. There she is. She's ready to go. There's also this dude over here. I don't know who this guy is yet. I need to meet him. I need to stalk you and find you wherever you are. While I was waiting on my engine to get replaced, the Green Speed update happened, and with the mods that I already had, being the TGV and the EGR delete, that wasn't gonna fly. So during the middle of it, I had to go and drop off my my EGR and my TGVs back to the shop that was putting the engine in. The flex fuel sensor I had wasn't going to work anymore in its current state, so that's why the last video I was installing the ethanol gauge. No way I was gonna just have a flex fuel sensor and not use it for something. I had the shop put in the flex fuel sensor and the fuel pump while they had the engine out of the car. It just made sense. Had them put the TGVs and EGR back on the car whenever they put the IAG block in. And also, I had to get a new clutch. The clutch that I had was already slipping before the engine even blew up, which probably helped cause that. So here I am going to my friend's house to pick up an FX350, which is what I have in the car now. It's kind of a weird clutch. The pedal is as light as stock, but it's like an on-off switch. Can I just park in front of the door since I'm the one getting tuned today? So we've got TGV, EGR back in the car, we've got flex fuel sensor, ethanol gauge, and we've got an FX350 clutch, front mount intercooler. The flex fuel sensor is not plugged into the TGVs, so I don't have a code there. I'm still catted. This is my daily driver, or it was at the time, so I always wanted to make sure I could get it inspected. I still like to drive it on the road. So we should be able to make some sauce. As you can see here, we are obviously at Dotson Tuning. He's got a really cool setup. They've got a fan mounted in the wall on one of the adjoining walls to the rest of the shop. They've got the screen that he uses for the dyno tuning set up in the waiting area so that you can actually see what's happening. Not to mention the window to which you can see the dyno room, which is a setup that I have not seen in any other videos. So it's a really cool experience for just the regular enthusiast that's getting their dyno tuned. You know, usually you have to stand behind the dyno and watch from outside, but that's not always the safest thing if you got rocks stuck in your tires. See what we made so far. What does that say? 240, hell yeah. Last time I got tuned by all-wheel drive tuning, and Everybody in the community here in Fort Worth, Dallas, always recommends Dotson. There's very few people that recommend all-wheel drive. I don't understand why. They're both great tuners. They've both tuned thousands of Subarus over the years. I had my tune from all-wheel drive did great for the 3 years that I had it on there. One or the other, it's all personal preference. At some point, I've done one, so I decided to try the other this time. See what we got.
Oh man, look at that torque, 275 though, man. Ooh, yeah, the torque.
I beat my record. I'm officially faster than I was before all the other things. Hooray! So not all of these pulls are a power pull that I filmed. I did try to film pretty much every single time I heard the dyno spin up, but you know, not all of them are gonna be a power pull. Some of them are for drivability, some of them are for just pump gas, some of them are for ethanol. And I don't really remember which one is which. Jesus, dude, look at that torque. What is that, 320 something torque at like 3,700? That's crazy. That's so nuts. 330 torque. Hell yeah. What do we get? 340 at 3,400. My God, that torque is nuts. Looks like it's that time. Yeah, spill everywhere, ethanol. Look at that boost fall off, that's so sad. Looks like the next step's gonna be a new turbo, because that boost, look at that. It comes on full strong at 4,000 and then drops off like immediately afterwards. Womp womp. There we go. There's the final numbers. So we got 350 torque, 311 horsepower. Not the most impressive, but you know, just 93, whatever. I'd rather him hold it back on 93 and go crazy on ethanol than try to push 330 on 93 and then I have to be scared all the time whenever I'm not on E. While we're sitting here waiting, I figured we'd come out and look at their 22 WRX. I still don't know how I feel about this thing. These are functional, which is cool, but like, there's no plastic there, so like it's kind of pointless. I don't know, like the body lines aren't bad, the plastic trim around the fenders is still ugly. This thing is atrocious, but like when you get up on it, it looks bad on camera, but it doesn't look that bad in person. But honestly, if you look right here, like it still looks like a Crosstrek sedan. I don't know, man. I think they were trying to just pull something together for rally stuff or something. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. It doesn't, I don't know. Maybe one day there will be a better aftermarket for it and it'll be way better, but as it sits right now, like they're growing on me, don't get me wrong. But man, it just, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It's just so ugly. That looks way better. Like, and even then, if I didn't have a V8 chassis, I would probably hate the look of the V8 chassis. Like, I didn't like them at first because they look like a Camry, but like now they look a lot better, especially because I have one. But I mean, definitely the GD and GC chassis look better. But you can kind of see that a little bit in the body line. Look right there, the rear fender kind of has that body line like a GC. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I was like, oh man.
Obviously that was not a power run. I was not ready for that. Check that out.
Yes.
That was the first like good ethanol pull. I mean 340 at whatever peak RPM. Looks like 6,000, 6,200, something like that. And that was only like 15 pounds, so that wasn't even like a full pull. That was just low boost, I guess you could call it, pull. But 340. That's really hopeful. I'm hoping for 400. I think I can get it because, you know, forged pistons and rods, like, it's still stock turbo, stock header, stock intake manifold, so we're at least gonna get 380. Like that makes me hopeful. So, well, we'll be back. We're right there, guys. We got torque, 395 torque, 374 power. God damn. Look at that fucking graph, that's ridiculous. Was that 400 torque at like 3,000? No, 35. That's ridiculous. I like the power graph though, it's nice and linear. See that 25 pounds? Dang, 378, 407 torque.
How much power is ready? 401 or 401 or 405 at 360. They don't make it.
Yeah, the torque definitely looks better. It's not as peaky. Power curve looks good too. It's just that boost. It's just the fucking stock turbo. Internal wastegate. That's it, guys. That's what we got. 24, 25 PSI on E80. Got like, what is that, 395 torque and 375 power, I think is what it said. I'm pretty happy with that. I wanted to get at least 380, and 400 torque is gonna feel absolutely insane. I was hoping with the built block we could make a little more power than what you get on stock block. But I mean, I'm stock turbo, stock headers, internal wastegate, stock intake manifold, so like, that's pretty normal. 380 is what I originally wanted before I blew up my car. 400 was a little hopeful. It's gonna be way more than I ever thought I would feel, for sure. Dude, it sounds so good. It sounds so good. The tune went great. It went really, really well. I didn't get to make the power that I want to, but me and my friends went to go eat, went rock climbing a little bit, and I mean, the car feels amazing. Like, I wanted the 400 just for YouTube numbers, but honestly, the 380 feels great. It hits peak torque way early, and it feels absolutely nuts. So the limiting factor, he told me, was the turbo. I mean, like, if I had aftermarket headers, internal or external wastegate, like, I probably could have got the 400 horsepower I was looking for, but 400 torque at like 3,800 RPMs is pretty fucking good. I haven't had my engine lights come back on from the J-pipe, so we'll see if those come up. He gave me a map for E, 50, 60, 70, and 80. And then just, you know, whatever's it's closest to the nearest 10, basically. So if I'm at 52, I'll go with the E50 map. So whatever. So it's a dual map, but he gave me enough so that it's basically flex fuel. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Hit the like button if you liked it. Even if you didn't like it, hit the like button, because it helps me out, and you know, it's just good karma. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think I should do next. Hit the notification bell. You'll be doing both of us a favor. See you next time.